Hello everyone, welcome back to ForceBolt's YouTube channel. Today in this video, we will walk you through a property-based web application project built on multiple technologies including ReactJS for Frontend, NestJS and WebSockets for Backend, MySQL for Database and AWS for deployment. Now, let's have a look at the project overview. Our team assisted its client with creating a web application that is used for real estate. In this, users can sell and buy a property. There are multiple roles in this web application such as agent, buyers, and sellers. Events can be rescheduled to visit the chosen properties. Here, an agent can be the agent of multiple buyers and the buyers can add multiple agents too. Also, users can create best route for multiple properties or customize the route based on their own preference so that they can visit the properties in a minimum time. Moving on, let's look at the web application functionalities. So, as you can see, this is the pre-login display since the agent and buyer is not logged in yet. This is basically a buyer side homepage. Now, let's click on the Navi home icon. It will take you to the home page, which is of the agent side, as you can see. Now you can see an agent button in the upper right corner. Click on that. Here you can see three options in the upper right corner. Click on the register button to register as an agent. A registration form will open to create an account. Now we need to fill in all the details and information here. As you can see, in the agent's registration form, we have a general information section, a contact information section, some coverage area and a password section. Here we have filled in the names, companies and MLS IDs. You must note that the MLS ID for every agent is unique. So if we fill in the duplicate MLS ID, it will give us an error. We have filled in the email and phone numbers for the contact information. And for the preferred mode of contact, we have selected both. You must note that whatever email and phone number we have filled in here will send a notification to the same. Also, we need to create a password, so we have done that. Now, in order to register, click on the register button above. As soon as we click on it, it will send an email to the email ID we have provided in the form and send a message to the provided phone number. When we go to agent's email ID, we can see that we have received an email. Open the email and click on the verify link. When we click on it, it will redirect us to the agent side and we can see a pop-up saying our email has been successfully verified. So now we need to click on the login icon in the upper right corner. A pop-up will emerge asking for the email ID and password. As you can see, we have filled it out already. Now click on the sign in button. Now we are logged in into the agent's window. Now that's how we log in ourselves as an agent. Similarly, we can log in as a buyer. If we scroll down, we can see there is no linked buyer because we can't connect it to any buyer from this agent. So now we will register with a buyer's account and then we will invite that particular buyer from the agent's site. And then we can see that the buyer will get connected to the agent. So let's get started with registering ourselves as a buyer. In order to do that again, we need to scroll down again and click on the invite buyers button. A pop-up will emerge to invite new buyers. We need to fill in the buyer's detail. For the name, let's fill in Jane Doe buyer. In email, we fill in an email ID and wrote an invitation message as hello. Now we will click on the send invite button to send the invitation to that particular email ID. As you can see, a green message has appeared on the screen saying consumer invited successfully. When we go to the buyer's email ID, we can see that we have received an email. As the message says, Jane Doe's agent has invited you. We need to click on the register here link below. Now a form will open up where we need to register as a buyer. So as you can see, we have filled in all the necessary details to get registered. Also, there is no MLS ID required on the buyer side. Also, please note that the email ID should be the same in which we have received an invitation email from the agent. we have filled in the name and phone number. In the preferred mode of contact, we have selected both and filled in a new password. And now let's click on the register button. So now our buyer is registered. If we go to the buyer's email ID, we can see that we have received an email. Here we will click on the verify link. So our buyer is already verified now. Now we need to log in from the buyer's end. So I have filled in the buyer's email ID and the password, and now we will click on the sign in button. So now we have logged ourselves as buyer. As you can see, the name Jane Doe Buyer is in the upper right corner, and also on the other sides we have logged ourselves as Jane Doe Agent. So this is all about the login functionality. Now in this Navi Home app, we have three phases. One is the pre-login, in which no agent and no one buyer are logged in. In second phase, the buyer is logged in, and in the third phase, the agent is logged in. So I'll take you through the properties of all three phases. Firstly, let's have a look at the buyer's side. So in buyer, we have account details, account setting, and logout options. If we click on account details, you can see that we have the recently filled information for this particular buyer, and we can add the address to that. Similarly, multiple settings are present here if we go into account setting. So we can change the setting of accounts, notifications, and other, such as we can pause this particular account and can delete the account, and we can log out from this account. So these are the important functionality for this particular account. Now if we click on the notification icon in the upper right corner, you can see that we have received a notification that a particular agent wants to connect with us. For now, this buyer is not connected with any agent. Further, if we click on the calendar icon above, a pop-up will emerge showing the calendars have integrated. Right now, the calendar is not connected to any agent, so it shows us that invite your agent or find an agent. Similarly, we have a help section. From the global search bar, we can search multiple properties. Also, on the upper right side, we have a buy and sell tab. Now let's click on the buy tab. Here we can see all the properties detail. So as you can see, we have 4 categories of properties: open house, new listing, affordable homes, and luxury homes. The open house is available for all users. So we aren't yet connected with any agents yet. So it is showing us a button to find an agent. So first, let's get connected to an agent. For that, we will go to the notification icon. Here you can see an invitation from the agent. We will click on the accept button. Now, in the Jane Doe Buyer icon bar, you can see the My Agent tab. Click on that. So this My Agent tab came after the agent got connected to the buyer, and here you can see all the detail of the particular agent. We can also remove the agent from the Remove Agent button. Now click on the backlink in the upper left corner. Here you can see all the tabs: requested, scheduled, saved searches, favorite, and many more. Now if we scroll down, you can see the 2 icons in the property card here. The star one is requested and the other one is for the favorite. Further, if we request the property at a price of $5,250 and mark $2,500 as favorite in the requested showing tab, our requested property will show like this. Similarly, in the favorite, the other chosen one is showing. In the overview, we can select multiple properties. So let's say we have alternatively chosen the same property. With the request and favorite icon, they will get added to the both request and favorite tabs. Let me request some properties and mark them as favorite properties. So this will get added again into both tabs. Other than these two, there are other tabs including saved searches, property comments, and previous tour, in which all the tours will show what we add. Also, we have viewed properties as view favorite property tabs. Also, if we scroll above, we can see the scheduled open house. If we click on it, it will redirect us to a new page where we can create a route. For now, we will show this routing part from the agent side. Firstly, we will do calendar integration. For that, let's click on the calendar icon above. Here we can create an event for a particular buyer. Just select the specific dates like this. As you can see here, we can select the event starting date and ending date. Now in the recurring state, we have mainly 4 options: does not repeat, daily, weekly and monthly. So in daily, it shows the event on a daily basis, weekly shows the event on weekly basis, and monthly, it shows the event on a monthly basis. We will select does not repeat for now, and now we will add the description as hello. Further, when we click on add availability, it will show the availability in the calendar like it is showing here from 5 to 9:30 as you can see. Also, if we have moved our cursor to the event, we can see an option to delete and edit the event. So we can edit and delete the event accordingly. Also, as we have chosen this event to does not repeat, let's create one more event on a daily basis by selecting the row. For daily, we need to select the daily option from the recurring status. Let's choose the date from 20 to 22nd October. In the description, I am filling daily, and now we will click on add availability. So as you can see here, from 20 to 22nd October, the event has been added to the calendar as the daily event. Similarly for weekly, the event will show on a weekly basis, and likewise for monthly. Also, we can filter our calendar by clicking on the calendar. Like if someone has created an event on 17th of November and we don't want to go step by step, we can click on 17th November and add the event on particular date will start reflecting on the calendar. Now, let's go to the agent side and let me show you the routing part. So as you can see on the agent side, we have a particular buyer named Jane Doe. Previously, there was no buyer, but when we accepted the invitation, it started showing here. Now let's click on this buyer. This will open the page where a button to schedule a tour will show. Here you can see all the similar tabs on the buyer side, like requested showing, scheduled showing, previous tours and many more. Also, with the help of the calendar, we can see particular events. Like if we click on 17th October, the event on 17th October will show a similar for 21st October. Let's schedule a tour by clicking on the schedule tour button. So as you can see here, we have all the requested and favorite marked properties showing here, and they are showing in order. Both marked as requested and favorite shows first, and then the other follows. Now in order to add some properties for the route, click on the plus icon below the property card. So for now, we have selected 3 properties for the route. Now let's click on the date and time. Here you can add the event from the agent's end. Also, the event from buyer's end can be seen here. So I am scheduling the event for 16th October from 7 am to 9 am. It will start showing on the buyer's side too. Now we will click on continue. In viewing time per property, let's select 15 minutes from now. Now we will click on home and add our starting address. Here I am adding my address as Columbus, OH, USA. Also I am adding the city as the USA. In the ending address, I am selecting office and filling in the office address. Here, I am adding the address as Worcester, MA, USA, and the city I am filling as USA. Now we will click on route tour as we scroll above and then click on OK. On the map, the 3 available properties will start showing, which comes along our starting and ending routes. Also, if we click on the 3 lines icon, all our properties will show here as well. Also, if we want to do route tour, we need to click on route tour button. It will start showing the routes from given address from our end. Also timings, address and details are showing properly. Now if we click on save tour button above, it will save our tour and will redirect to our agent site, and the tour will start showing as you can see here. That's all for today's session. We hope we have delivered quality content to help you with your requirements. Having similar or different project requirements? No worries, we at ForceBolt have a full-fledged team of app and web developers who can assist your company in boosting efficiency and productivity with custom needs. Being a leading web development company, ForceBolt is the one-stop destination to cater to all your front-end and back-end development requirements, such as blockchain development, Angular development, etc. With our team of experts, we offer you a rich experience of technical excellence. Connect with us now.